It seems the magic slipped away. We find it all again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melody it's playing. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to do a little haul video for the holiday season. I'm clever, man. Oh, it feels great to be back in front of the camera here. My audio seems to be a little bit quiet, but I'll just up it in post. Fuck it. So we're going to go over what I got for Christmas book-wise, and also some stuff I bought right before lockdown in Ontario started. A lot of thrift stores were having 50% off stuff, so I got some sweet 50% off deals. Without further ado, let's get into Christmas. Of course, the quintessential gift to a Stephen King fan is the Stephen King Funko Pop. I've never been into Funko Pops, really. I own one other one that was a gift to me that I really appreciated. And so I got this little Stephen King one, and yeah, I took it out of the box, whatever. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Funko Pops out of the box as opposed to in the box, so there we go, little Stephen King Funko Pop. The first book we're going to talk about is the Detour by Ben J. Harris. Now, this is a great friend of mine, someone I really, really miss dearly in my life. I did a lot of Sea Shepherd campaign with them, and they really mean a lot to me. And they wrote this book about how they traveled from Thailand all the way to England without air travel in the early 2000s, using only the kindness of strangers and cheap bus tickets and cycling across borders illegally, all sorts of crazy stuff to get all the way from Thailand back to England, crossing through Afghanistan and like Iraq and all. It's such a crazy story. Anyway, he wrote a book about it, and there might be a little something in the works for me to record the audiobook of it. So look forward to that. And staying with authors that have a personal tie to me, The Green Hag by J.T. McCallum was another gift I received from my mother. And this is really interesting because J.T. McCallum is, I grew up with his sister, and so I'm very close with his family. And when I was a kid, his sister was one of the people who was really creative like me, so we always worked together and stuff. And me and JT had very differing takes on pop culture and cinema, and our opinions were always clashing, and we never could find common ground and agree on the same page creatively on something. So I'm really curious to dive into his book and give it a read and see what I think of it, and see if our creative differences clash yet again, or if we can find some common ground. And I'm really, really excited to read The Green Hag by J.T. McCallum. And I'm going to put an Amazon link for these two books in the description as well, so you guys can support independent local authors. And then after that, we're going to go to the Death Note Black Editions, books 4, 5, and 6. I am so happy I got these so I can finally finish the Death Note series. And I just love these Black Edition covers, and they're black on the sides. I finished the first 3 Death Note books months ago, and I've been dying to read the rest ever since. It's such a cliffhanger where it last ended on the 3rd book with that big highway scene, if you know what I'm talking about, if you've seen the show or read the books. But man, I was so desperate to get those next few books, but I couldn't quite afford it at the time. So here we are, and we're ready to go. Death Note review coming soon, guys. Absolutely. Moving on from there, we have the Millennium Trilogy, 2 hardbacks, and then a paperback edition. So we've got A Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Girl Who Played with Fire, and The Girl in the Hornet's Nest. I have a fun little story to go with these. So I own a paperback edition that's actually identical size and dimension to this one of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but my mom knows I like the hardcovers to display and whatnot, so she got me these hardcover ones. But here's the thing. Someone put the wrong sleeve on it, and it's The Girl Who Played with Fire hardcover edition. Oh my god. And something really unfortunate happened. I was like, oh, I really love the last line of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Let me flip to that just to read that to be sentimental and whatnot. But guess what? This was Girl Who Played with Fire. So I accidentally, and I was like, wait, what? This isn't the last line of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And I was like, well, maybe they included like an excerpt from the 2nd book in this hardcover edition. Then I went to the front and I realized, oh god, I just read the last line of a book I haven't read yet. So now I've got 3 copies of this because I have a really crappy one I bought just to flip through the other day. So, yeah, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Millennium Trilogy. One of the mystery giveaway books last week was Kneeful Things by Stephen King, a really beat-up paperback edition.
And my girlfriend got me this to replace it. Pristine hardcover edition used. That is really something. I'm super stoked to have this. I love the look of the hardcover editions. They are just phenomenal. And yeah, I'm super excited to have that. I'm still not completed my Stephen King collection, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And now we're going to talk about some books that I thrifted before Ontario went into lockdown for super cheap. 70 cents. Choke by Chuck Palahniuk. And I really enjoyed Fight Club, if you can see from my last review. And I'm super excited to dive into his next work. I've read the first few pages of this, and it sounds thrillingly hilarious and right up there like a spiritual sequel of Fight Club. So that'll be really interesting to read. I'm super excited to read that. There is some fluff on my hat. The Revenant. I have yet to see the film, and I'm kind of on a Western kick right now. I love a good cowboy tale at these times in my life. So yeah, this was 75 cents. Super stoked to get into this. And it's just a nice classic Western tale of a frontier lifestyle. So that's really exciting. And I love this cover too, of a bear and the guy in a big brawl. Another 75 center, Schindlers List. I loved the film. Obviously a very powerful story, a true story about Oskar Schindler, an absolute hero who turned his back on Germany and the evil he saw, and used his position of power to save hundreds of Jewish lives during the Holocaust. And really, really excited to read this, and very uplifting, very, really just touching story about the goodness of the human heart in the darkest times in humanity's history, that good can be done. Whew. Switching gears a little bit, I bought another book for a giveaway, and this was a super quick giveaway I did on Twitter/Instagram. The winner's already been picked, but It by Stephen King. You know, it's a classic, arguably his best book of all time. And another, how much was this? 60 cents this cost me. 50% off. It was $1.20. So 60 cents. Then going into the non-fiction category, I am so stoked for this. Mankind, Have a Nice Day, A Tale of Blood and Sweat Socks by Mick Foley, legendary WWF hardcore wrestler. This chronicles his life as a professional wrestler in both Japan and America, and touring the lifestyle and how he worked his way up to become one of the most iconic wrestlers of the Attitude Era. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a bit of a wrestling nut, and also I work in the wrestling industry as a cinematographer and photographer, and I'm currently training as an in-ring wrestler myself, so this is going to be a great little insight as I move on in my wrestling career, both behind and in front of the camera. And last but certainly not least, Mystic River by Dennis Lehane. Now, those of you who watch my review know that I'm obsessed with Shutter Island. Might be one of my favorite books of all time. And I love Shutter Island, so I don't even know what Mystic River's about. Haven't seen the movie. Didn't even read the back of the book. I was like, I'm buying this. I'm reading it. And this cost me 75 cents. Oh yeah, this one? 50 cents, by the way. That's insane. So, yeah, I am so stoked to read Mystic River. That is going to be a blast, I can already tell. I was just glued to the page during Shutter Island, so I'm so stoked for this. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed my holiday video. And let me know in the comments what you got for Christmas. You got any Stephen King? Are you getting any new books you're excited to dive into for the holiday season? Anyways, I want to get some reviews out to you guys. I still haven't reviewed The Wastelands, and I finished it like 2 months ago. And I'm halfway done Wizard and Glass right now, so they're coming soon, eventually, those videos. But I've just been working on a lot of paid work recently for clients and a video for another guy, so I got all sorts of stuff on the back burner right now, but I want to get some content to you guys as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And I really appreciate the engagement and encouragement I've been receiving from you guys recently. So thank you very much, and have a lovely, lovely day.